Sheila, where are you, my love? Sheila, woo! Yeah, that's all we can say is woo! Sheila has been on the stage many times. She has been a mentor, a teacher. I've learned so much from her, and she comes to everything, and she's so supportive, and she helps out, and the stories of her life have shaped mine in a way I didn't expect. Give her a big round of applause. Come on.
I'm 84 years old and I've always enjoyed telling When I first came to Shine, it was the first time that I'd ever spoken in public. The story that I was asked to tell was the letter I wrote to my great-granddaughter, and it was so short that I've been asked to add a little bit more of information, so here goes. I first met my late husband, Dennis, at our local youth club when I was 15 years old, still at school, and it was during World War II in London, England. He was 19 and had been conscripted into the Royal Air Force on his 18th birthday, wasn't on leave at the time, and I actually asked him if I could borrow a pair of boots, because I was going to attend we call it a fancy dress party, and I was going as Charlie Chaplin, and he had the same size boots as me, same size feet as me. We did go out for a few dates whilst he was home, but of course I was at school and I was studying for exams. We reconnected again in 1947, when he returned from serving in occupied Germany and was home out of the forces. I'd just left school, celebrated my 18th birthday, and due to go to teacher training college the following year. However, plans change, and I did 4 years unqualified teaching at the same school until the birth of our first child. We'd married in June 1950, and Dennis was my best friend. Little did I realise at the time that I would enjoy and celebrate 60 years of marriage together. At that time, I'd gained a husband, a handyman, a gardener with green fingers, he could grow anything, a wonderful companion, a father to our 2 children, grandfather to 3, and he lived to enjoy the birth of our first great-grandchild. Our daughter married her second cousin, who had come to California from England with his parents when he was 3 years old. So she was living here with our 3 grandchildren, who visited us in England and travelled as unaccompanied minors during the school holidays. And we visited California at least once a year, and we shared every important moment in their lives. And all our family came to England in the year 2000 to help us celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary. We had lived happily in the same house in England until we came to live in Santa Monica in 2003 as we were getting older, and our daughter wanted us to be near her. Dennis died of terminal cancer in August 2010, soon after our youngest granddaughter celebrated her 21st birthday. She now lives in Portland, Oregon, her older brother in New Mexico, whilst her sister lives in Israel with her now 2 children, my amazing 2 great-grandchildren. In 2011, Lucy visited Santa Monica with her husband and my firstborn for 6 weeks. On their return, I wrote the following letter to my great-grandchild, Mayan, who was 2.5 years at the time. My dearest Mayan, I wondered if I should write about my achievements in life, memories of meeting famous people, my background, or how the world has changed in my lifetime. Following your visit, I decided to write about unconditional love, because this is what we shared together. We just clicked, and we gave so much to each other. You put your trust in me and you to enjoy every minute we share together. You brought back the sparkle into my life that I lost when Sadie died last year after 60 years of marriage. You were here with him when he was dying in hospice at home and gave your love to him, and I know how much he loved you. Stay as sweet as you are, and as you grow into maturity, always remember that to give is a joy in life. It gives pleasure to you and certainly joy to the receiver. Thank you so much for 6 weeks of joy. I love you so much, Bubby. Dennis has been dead now for 3.5 years. Where did the time go? And would have celebrated his 89th birthday on this March the 10th. I found it difficult to be alone at first, especially because I lived at home with my parents and moved to living with Dennis as a married woman for 60 years. Suddenly I was completely alone and had to make a new life for myself. Was my life to end with his? I knew he would not have wanted that, and neither did I. I was so fortunate to meet Jen and Eric at the Santa Monica Rep at their first play reading at the library. So I've been involved in play reading, acting in Wave and volunteering at their other presentations. I've so enjoyed all the wonderful people involved in Santa Monica Rep and also in Shine. Added to this, I'm an usher at the Broad and Eading, and was so happy to be an extra in Our Town starring Helen Hunt. Because I'm English, I had no knowledge of the content of the play. It was very hard to learn that I was to be a corpse in the cemetery, sitting on stage for the whole of the third act. However, at each performance, I felt Dennis was with me, sitting on my shoulder. I still continue at the Virginia Avenue project, which is part of the Police Activities League, and my classes at the Emeritus College, which include yoga, acting and readers' theatre, and I've just begun an autobiography class. My life has changed, but I've taught myself not to feel guilty about putting myself first. Only doing the things I want to do, resting when I'm tired, and being honest with myself about my limitations. Yes, I'm still lonely, but I have wonderful memories and feel that Dennis is always by my side. I'm blessed with a wonderful family and they're here with me tonight. I have good health, and my aim is to stay positive and continue to look forward to my life each day.